I'll use the How to PowerPoint site again. We had 0 backlinks to that website. It got there in more than, I think it was like 50 million to 75 million searches a month. It's very competitive. The number one rated website, or the highest search there, is Microsoft, and we got 2 places under Microsoft. Microsoft had been there for years. We displaced even Google and some other folks that had sites there trying to push PowerPoint. We stomped SlideShop's guts out with that particular campaign. And for those of you who know, SlideShop.com was the #1 PowerPoint template seller in the world online. So, but this was the problem. Without backlinks, that site, it went from like #1 to #7, back up to #2, all the way down to #12, which is on page 2, went back up to #1. I mean, it was just flopping all over the place, while the rest of those websites, and we went to SEMrush. That is a great place to get intel from your competitors' websites, is at semrush.com. So we went to SEMrush, pulled a page and pulled a report, and all of those websites had high value PR9, PR10, PR7, PR6, backlinks, .gov, .edu, and they never moved. In the 15, 16 weeks we monitored this campaign, those sites never moved. The only site that was moving was ours. Why? Because we had 0 backlinks. Now, there is another urban legend that people are out selling backlinks, saying all you need is backlinks basically to get high search rankings. Folks, that is a crock. Again, we have the data to disprove that. Content is king. Google rewarded us. Yahoo, Bing, Ask, and the others rewarded us because we had 100% site relevancy on the WordPress site and on the PowerPoint site. Web upload of PDF files, optimization. Again, in the 2 sessions ago, we showed you how to expertly do that on your WordPress website to make sure you get the most traffic. PDF files, if you upload them, are a great source of traffic, because if you meta tag the images within the PDF, if you go in the PDF and inside the PDF, now we're not talking about metadata on necessarily on a website, but there, when you do Adobe or something like this, you can put metadata in there just like it's a website and upload it. So if you do that correctly, and we showed you great examples of success we've had with campaigns where we uploaded a document, meta tagged it right on our website, plus did the metadata within the document, and it got to like high search rankings, and it jumped very aged websites. So convert on-site content into social sales tools. That's what we just talked about. For instance, you will not be penalized if you copy content from your website to a Squidoo lens. You're not going to be. Now, with Squidoo, they do allow their content to be indexed, but the great news is this, is that you will capture on-site Squidoo traffic when you do what we showed you how to do and SEO optimize that lens. It will not probably be indexed. You have to write fresh content for like Squidoo, for Tumblr, for InfoBarrel, JQ, and all of those sites. But that's the great news, is that you can just copy content in there and you will not be penalized by those sites, and you will get on-site traffic if you do our social media SEO. In this session, last thing, turn any content created into hundreds of individual sales message, content multiplication. Again, we talked 3 or 4 sessions ago, your website is not enough to drive traffic that you want. It's only going to extend so far. This is why it is critical that you get on the social media SEO series and understand how powerful that is to drive traffic. You know where our first success for our WordPress Professor site came from? It was all referral-based traffic. All of it. We use our social SEO processes and the same processes we use to build our website on Warriors Forum. For instance, we show some results in there for WordPress PLR, WordPress SEO footer, and all of those things. We use those forums, we used Squidoo lenses, we use Facebook fan pages, LinkedIn profiles, and all of that. And in front of you, you have proof that we placed 7 sales messages in the top 8 results in one particular campaign. Folks, I know as I close here for this particular session, I know that what I am saying is a lot different than anything you have heard. And back to our guy as we close, He was so brainwashed by SEO plugins that he said to a SEO expert that this is garbage. For real, I issued a challenge some months ago to Yoast, to SEO Presser, to All-in-One SEO Pack, and all other comers. I'd give them $5,000, or any one of their students $5,000 to show me a website and data to back it up that reached top 4 rankings in a competitive keyword market, and I gave them the top 50 most competitive keywords on the internet. Now, I don't know what they did with it, but I signed up for their forums. I even bought a product to get into SEO Presser and post my challenge. Guess how many people took me up on that? I mean, if you're a starting entrepreneur and you all business people and you're working for somebody else, could you use $5,000? And if you had the juice to get that $5,000, even Yoast or SEO Presser, All-in-One SEO Pack, and the garbage, worst of them all, WordPress SEOology, in my opinion, none of them took me up on my offer. You know why? Because they know their products are junk, and they know people are going to take the easy way out. And this is the last thing, promise. Guess who are the most excited people about SEO plugins? The SEO plugin creators affiliates. Again, this is just the latest and greatest. Make $10,000 a week at home doing nothing. That's all SEO plugins are. They promise, they overpromise, and they don't just underdeliver, they don't deliver at all. And the good news also is this: in several months, Mr. Yoast is dominating 78% of WordPress SEO specific keywords. We are going to push him off of page 1 using SEO techniques to get this message out. We're not going to push him off of page 1 in order that we might start selling another SEO plugin. We're pushing him off. We're going to stomp Yoast off of page 1 of WordPress SEO because he's dominating that market, and he is totally manipulating and misleading people. And in our opinions, it is totally unacceptable. We got out of fixing WordPress websites that had a SEO plugin in them. And what we're going to do for our next session, I am going to actually just post videos of the website tweak we did for another client with the WordPress SEOology plugin, and then I'll totally show you what is wrong with the Yoast plugin and why it doesn't work. And we understand that there's going to be heat, as we said before, but we don't care. If people want to lie to themselves, they want to keep working for people because they were promised one thing and undelivered, that's fine. That's fine. We don't care. But so that's it. We'll see you next session.
Hey, good morning, WordPress Professor. It's George Willingham here. Look, I just wanted to say that I had my doubts. I truly did, because the offer that you guys made to me sounded just too incredible to be true. Now, you were saying there was over 200 WordPress training videos for like, oh, I don't know, $97 or something cheap, and it included the private label rights articles, and most interestingly, 8 hours of SEO training for WordPress. Well, you know, frankly, I was wrong, and I apologize. You guys made the offer and fulfilled every bit of it. It's wonderful, a great buy, and I am enjoying every minute of it so far, and I'm sure I'll be able to use these in my progress as well. So thank you so much, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.